and welcome to Wrong Way. And today we're going to review the Janobike T10 scooter. So let me tell you more about it.
Wrong Way.
First up, also huge thanks to Janobike itself, the company. They reached out to me and sent me this scooter for testing, and they will actually send me also a Janobike T85 for testing. This is their, Wolf Warrior budget sort of equivalent. So I already made a first impressions video on the scooter, and actually not so many things have changed after this video. In this video I will also show you the performance test, so the hill climb and the acceleration, and a couple other things that have popped up during the 180 or so kilometers on the scooter. So technically speaking, the scooter is fine. I mean, the technical state of the scooter. Now I can also ride it a bit faster. So first up, maybe let me mention to you what the issues with this scooter are or were during the time of using it. Still, I didn't check the brake sensor on the left brake, so this still doesn't work. Probably it's just a cable connection in the controller, but I didn't open it up. Just wanted to leave it as it is, and I need to buy blue Loctite for opening or unscrewing scooters or other machines. So maybe in the T85 review I will do that. And the left handle started working, moving, and it's not just the grip, it's really the handle. And there are a couple screws in this mechanism, and they just don't seem to make this stop moving. So I think in order to make this left handlebar not move, I need to take it apart probably, but I won't do that yet. So yeah, I found out that the top speed of the scooter is around 57 kilometers an hour. You can see the acceleration test now. It's rather zippy, but as mentioned in the first, first impressions video, it's not, it doesn't react on the throttle too fast. I mean, a 0 to X, or maybe a scooter like a Cabo Mantis with the mini motors display, or other scooters, I feel like they react faster. There's always some kind of soft start on the Janobike T10, which is a bummer, but I think that's just their way of preventing controller failure. When it comes to settings, it's still totally the same. I did turn off the regenerative braking because it's always too hard, and it turns on too late. It's really like not a nice regen in the scooter. So apart from that, I'm actually quite content with the suspension. It works fine, but if you go over a lot of bumps, it just clacks a lot, and because of the short length of the scooter, it's actually quite easy to wheelie and lift up the front wheel, and every time you do that, yeah, you hear that. So yeah, tires have been great. They're really grippy. The ground clearance is also pretty cool. I think it's a bit higher than the usual scooters. Charging time with one charger has been around, I don't know, I think it's a 2.5 amp charger, so around 9 hours, something like that. Charger has been fine too, working great. The amenities have also been great, the horn. One thing missing here is of course the key or a remote. It would be nice to have a scooter like that. Oh yeah. And you know, all in all, I think it's a really decent option for, I think, around $800–900 straight from, you know, Aliexpress. It's not a scooter where there's like no tinkering, because you know, in every scooter you need to do some stuff in order to repair it, and especially ones that you are getting from China, from Aliexpress, because you don't have the warranty. I mean, you sort of have warranty, but it works, I don't know, not in the best way. But if you do want a cheap scooter that will take you pretty much everywhere, with decent suspension, with decent also tires, with decent power and range. Oh yeah, range. The range test here, I did post a range test video, but I didn't post the results because I wanted to put them in this video. It was around 40 kilometers, and it was in the third mode with two motors turned on. It was like it was dynamic. It wasn't flat out all the time, but also wasn't slow. So this is the range I did get. I'm 75 kilograms heavy, regular kind of driving, dynamic, with pretty much fast acceleration and always speeds up to, you know, 40–50 kilometers an hour, sometimes also going top speed. This is what you should get. And even when going fast, it behaves rather cool. Doesn't have a lot of wobble in the driving column. It's really a well-designed scooter. And one more mention to the tires. I think they're actually really good. I did make some off-road driving, just a bit, and they behaved really well. They had a lot of grip, even on mud, which is surprising. So yeah, also a good result in the tire department here. Buttons work fine, single dual motor, eco. So yeah, let's just, oh man. I also love the fact that it has hydraulic brakes. I mean, it works so well. I think every scooter, every power scooter should have hydraulic brakes, because they just work so much better than mechanical ones. One more thing I wanted to mention is that if you ride this thing carefully, I mean like up to 20–25 kilometers an hour, you can do up to like 60–65 kilometers. It's pretty amazing. We had a ride across Warsaw, whole Warsaw pretty much, with my girlfriend recently, and yeah, it was around 60 kilometers, and after the 60 kilometers I still had, you know, 48 volts in a battery, so probably I could go on for another 5 or 10 kilometers. So yeah, if you drive carefully, you know, in first mode, yeah, you can get really far. And in my range test, my 40 kilometer range test, probably I could do maybe, you know, a kilometer more, because the BMS just cut me off during the ride, and I just couldn't go on because it turned off, and I couldn't turn on the scooter anymore. Okay, so here's our 25-degree climbing location. Let's see if it can do it. There's so much water here. You can see on my other videos how much water is usually here. Okay, so 25 degrees, battery is, I know, 80%, something like that. So yeah, let's hit it. And sadly, the Janobike T10 can't handle the 25-degree steepness hill as I expected. These motors are more trimmed towards top speed, and there's just not as much torque and as, for example, on the 0-10X. And my leg hurts, so let's try once more and let's get out of here. Nope. So let me just carry the scooter up. I'll go on the stairs. The scooter will go separately. So yeah, maybe one more thing I'm missing here is a rear footrest. This would be pretty cool on this scooter because there is none. You know, suspension could be a bit softer, but I think it's understandable for this amount of money. And you know, the throttle could be a bit more instantaneous. But other than that, I think it's a really good scooter, especially for the price point. So if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.